Hey, it's Mr. Allred, and we're going to do some more practice problems in graphing quadratics. So the one we have here is f of x equals negative 2x squared plus 4x plus 6. So the first thing we always like to do, because it's so simple, is to find the y-intercept where we let x equals 0, which means we're finding f of 0. And in this case, if we plug in 0 for all the x values, we get back 6. So the point we look that we calculate here for the y-intercept is 0, 6. So that is up here on the graph, and I'll highlight that so we'll have it. The next thing we would like to find is the y-intercepts, if they exist, and that comes from letting f of x equals 0. So we will set that equal to 0, which is negative 2x squared plus 4x plus 6. And this looks like something I can factor, so 0 equals, let's pull a negative 2 out. So it will leave me with negative 2 times x squared minus 2x minus 3. And if I'm not mistaken, that is the quadratic x squared minus 2x minus 3 factors into x minus 3 and x plus 1. Double checking here, looks about right. So we can use our factoring techniques to get there, or we can use quadratic formula. But it solves to give us x equals 3 and x equals negative 1. So we get 2 points, 3, 0, and negative 1, 0. So those are two x-intercepts and 2 more points I can plot. 3, 0, negative 1, 0. Okay. So the next thing I need is a vertex. Let's see what in the world happens here. That comes from x equals negative b over 2a. And negative b will be negative 4. All over 2a will be negative 4 as well. So my vertex, my x-coordinate is 1. And then I need to find the y value, which is f of 1. So that'll be negative 2 plus 4 plus 6, which will be 8. So my vertex is 1, 8. So I will be able to plot that. There's 6, 7, 8. So that is the middle of my graph. So I'm going to connect that on the left-hand side best I can, make it on a U-shaped parabola. And on the right-hand side, the same thing. Okay. So I found all the characteristics and was able to put together a nice little graph. One more example here. This one is g of x equals x squared plus 2x minus 8. So let's jump right in. Finding the y-intercept. Remember, we plug in 0 for x, and what we will get back is negative 8. So we'll plot that over here, negative 5, 6, 7, 8, right where I run out of graph. Great. Okay. That's kind of worrisome. We'll see what happens though. My x-intercepts, let's see, I'll set y equal to 0, so 0 equals x squared plus 2x minus 8, and I believe I can factor this one as well. Two things multiply together give me negative 8 and add up to be 2. I'll say that's x plus 4 and x minus 2, which gives me solutions of x equals negative 4 and x equals 2. So my intercepts are negative 4, 0 and 2, 0. And if I plot those, negative 4, 0, this is really worrisome, and 2, 0. I'm afraid my vertex may fall off the graph, but we'll find out in a moment. Vertex, where x equals negative b over 2a. So negative b, that's negative 2. 2a, that's 2. So the x coordinate is negative 1. And we've got g here, not f. Habit. So then we want the y component, which will come from g of negative 1. So that'll be 1 minus 2 minus 8, negative 9. Yep. So just barely going to squeeze that in on the graph. Negative 1, negative 9 is the coordinate for the vertex. Negative 1, negative 9. We'll put it right about there. And we'll try to connect the vertex up through the right-hand side where I have both the y-intercept and an x-intercept. And then I'll try and mirror it through the x-intercept on the left-hand side. And we're just doing our best to get those to look right. All right, there we go.